And today we're making a big Detroit-style pizza with jamon and ricotta. 10 inches by 14 inches. It's pretty big. Alright, so we're going to put some rye flour in. That's going to give us a little extra fiber. The salt, of course. Little sugar for browning. Give the yeast something to munch on. Little Italian seasoning. Some yeast, of course. Now get that all mixed up. Alright. Now put in the water. It's a fairly high hydration dough, plus some oil. And give it a good mix. Mix, mix, mix. Yeah, you can see this is a sloppy one. So not very easy to work with, but it's going to be worth it in the end. Alright, cover that up, let it rest for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4 hours later. Just want to kind of fold it over a little bit. This will help the gluten strands to develop. Turn it into more of a dough than a batter. And now you want to cover it up for the cold ferment. We're going to do 1 to 3 days in the fridge. And away it goes. So give it plenty of time to warm up. You don't want it cold when you're trying to stretch it out in the pan. That's a no-go. So a few hours before, take off that plastic wrap. It's easier while it's cold. Believe me. I want to get the dough out of that bowl. Throw some oil in. And that's going to make it a lot easier to dig it out when the time comes to put it in the pan. So get the bowl all oiled up. Yeah, nice and oily. Drop that dough back in. Kind of get it coated. Give a little swirl. Alright. You don't want sticking. Nothing worse than sticking. Now cover it up again. And now it's time to put it in the pan. And as you'll see now, it's gonna kind of flop out pretty easily. Plop, flop. Out it comes. Yeah, without that oil, you'd be fighting it for hours. Now spread it out slowly. You know, you don't want to pound the air bubbles out of it. Get your hands wet so it doesn't stick. Because it's gonna stick if you don't use some water. Yeah, just pat it gently. You'll get there. Alright, there we go. Let it rest for a while. Now let's get some toppings on there. 150 grams of cheese, half Mott's, half Monterey Jack. The mozzarella kind of acts as the base, and the Monterey Jack is a little flavor. It's a fattier, saltier cheese, so yeah. You might actually taste it. Try and distribute that nice and evenly. I just use whatever sauce is good. Tomato, rosé, cream. But today, you know, we don't want too many calories. It's already 2,300 calories, so we don't need a bunch of sauce from the... a bunch of calories from the sauce. So we'll just use some tomato today. This one's our usual tomato sauce, pizza sauce. Tomato, salt, and a little bit of Italian seasoning, and that's it. Some stripes. Get your ricotta on there. A blob per slice. Piece. Alright, now get the jamon on there. Use a little, use a lot. Use as much as you can afford. Alright, let's get it in the oven. And we're done. Okay. Cut it up with the scissors. I like to keep it in the pan. There we go. Cut, 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 cut. Yeah, and yeah, okay, there we go. 2,300 delicious calories of cheesy, meaty goodness. Let's have a look at that. Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, there it is. And from over here too. All right, there we go. Big pizza. Have fun.